What do ogre mucus, fairy dandruff, dragon smoke, and unicorn tears all have in common?
Oh goodness. They're all found in my boy's bathroom?
That, and they're all magical ingredients found in the next game that we'll be reviewing.
Potion Explosion is a super fantastic, fun family game, and we're going to look at it today in our Terrible 2
Minute Review. Potion Explosion is a 2 to 4 player game from Cool Mini or Not.
In the game, players are competing as wizard students who are trying to impress their professor with the potions that they produce.
Players start out with 2 starter potion tiles, and then on their turn they can draw a marble from the dispenser. If by drawing that marble, the 2 adjacent marbles that collide are of the same color, those marbles explode and the player gets those in their hand as well. And if any marbles were connecting them were also the same color, they also get those marbles. And then the next 2 marbles collide, and if those marbles are of the same color, they also explode. So you just get this chain reaction, and you can get all of the marbles from that slide track into your hand if you do it right.
After you've got all those marbles, what you do is you then place them into your potions on the matching colors. If you aren't able to fill up your potions, you've got this nice little beaker reserve slot that you can put up to 3 marbles in. Any that you don't use end up going back into the dispenser.
Once a potion tile is complete and it has all of its required ingredient marbles, those marbles also go back into the dispenser. The potion tile is flipped over and placed off to the side, and it is ready to be used.
At any time during their turn, players can activate the special powers that all the different potions have. They flip their tile upside down to show that they've drank it, and then they get to use that power. It doesn't count against them. They still get the points at the end of the game for it, but it gives them a nice little boost on what they're doing on their turn.
Once a player has decided that he's taken all of the actions he wants for this turn, he then ends his turn and draws whatever potion tiles he needs to replace the ones that he's completed.
Players earn points for each potion that they complete, and they're also able to earn skill tokens that are worth 4 points for every set of 3 matching potions that they complete, or 5 different ones. At the beginning of the game, those skill tokens are set out based on the number of players you have, and as soon as they're exhausted, that signifies the end of the game. Everybody gets a final turn, and then you tally your points. That's how the game works. Tell us about the mechanics.
Well, I really like the mechanic of this game. It's a lot like one of those mini games you get on your phone, but it adds a nice level of complexity on top of that because you have to decide what potion powers you're going to work on and whether you're going to take a -2 token to get a little help from the professor to draw another marble. Theme.
So the theme is really where this game shines at. I love the flavor text that's on the side of the boxes and in the instruction manual. It's just super gorgeous, it's super fun, and then really the part of the game that's the most enjoyable are the components and that tactile experience you get. Like when you pull those marbles out and you hear that beautiful clanking sound and your potion explodes, it's fun. It's super cool to be able to do that, to play with it. The track that it's in is nice and heavy duty. I think this is going to last you a long time, and it's going to be one of those games where you say, I remember when we used to go to Grandma's house and she had that really fun, weird marble game. Do you remember that? I think it has the staying power to do that because of the components that are in it. Tell us about the replayability.
Well, the game's replayability is very good. They have a randomizer mechanic where you only play with 6 of the 8 potion tiles every game. So every game is going to be a little different. And then just because they're trying to emulate one of those horribly addicting games that you get on your phone, this game, it can be so addicting. Enjoyability.
Yeah, I think that is part of it. The funny thing is when I first heard that this game was kind of like Bejeweled or Candy Crush, that actually turned me off just a little bit. But in playing it, it feels a lot different. You've got the group thing going on. That's definitely not a downside. If you love those games, you'll love this game. Even if you don't love those games, I still think there's a ton of enjoyment to be had in it. My wife had the chance to GM this for CMON at Origins, and she said that literally every single person she played it with had a blast playing it. There was no one who didn't enjoy this game.
My wife, she's been taking this game and trying to play a solo version where she's like, I'm gonna give myself 10 draws and see how well I can do. And I offer to play it with her. She's like, no, I gotta see how well I can do by myself. She really likes it.
Tantrum gives Potion Explosion 2
thumbs up.
They're the composite materials in your morning breath?
Yes, that.
They're all found in my boy's bathroom?
That. And
your mom.
Yes, that.
Potion Explosion is a super fantastic, family, friendly family game that we're going to review in our Terrible 2 Minute Review.
A feely family friendly game.
Not feely, just very fun. Funly.
Family friendly.